big podcast going on right now. What the am I watching, bro? Kai Cenat is ending Adin's career. What do they know? Because I just spoke with Kai today. That's first of all. Second of all, how the is the end my career?
This past weekend, a lot of conversations on the timeline about the streaming community. A lot of stuff happened. This is off the back of the whole Neon Breakfast Club interview. We saw the Breakfast Club interview. We talked about it last week. And truly, when we were live last Thursday, this was last Thursday. We were live last Thursday. And that is when Kai was live and Adin was live at the same time. Kai was talking about how he felt about Adin. Adin was responding in real time. And so they were just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Not saying that it all started from this specific clip, but when we were live, this was happening at the specific current time. Adin was responding to XQC saying this.
But that's just awful, man. I don't. Well, yo, Adin, I don't know how you deal with that. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I hate that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, guys, there's a clip of literally Kai doesn't even say anything. He scrolled right past it. We had a conversation about that off stream. I mean, like, look, it obviously, like, it doesn't look good, right? I mean, it really doesn't, but whatever. Like, whatever. I mean, it doesn't. It's not that serious to me. I really don't care if people do or don't want to me online or whatever. It is what it is. At this point, I just don't give a anymore, bro. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. No, it's not about being folded. I'm genuinely telling you guys, I genuinely don't care. Like, I really don't even give like, whatever. It's just like, if people want to me online, they can. If they want to me offline, whatever, cool. But it's like, yeah, whatever, bro. I'm not gonna fake it anymore, bro. I'm not gonna fake being buddy with people that don't want to be cool with me, and it's just that simple. It has nothing to do with anything except the simple fact that I have self-respect for myself. And, like, I know that, like, during dark times, I've been there for people. And if they don't want to be there for me during my dark or even good times, then that's it.
Now, I think we've all maintained the fact that, like, on the internet, because of how different communities, like, prop situations up or whatever the case may be, everybody is your friend on the internet. Like, if you do the same thing, you're in the same lane, everybody is a friend. But from what we know from our sides of the internet, from being creators who have been in different spaces for a minute now, that's not the case, right? Mm-hmm. We know that to not be the case.
I think we know, but other people might not, if that makes sense. Like, I think some people have been in the game enough to assume that not every creator is their friend just because they're in the same niche. But some people do still move like that, or at least, like, they'll move like that until it's explicitly said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not even unfortunately. People just, not everybody's going to gel together. The industry is, not to, I guess, jump the gun here, but industry has definitely become somewhat like competitive in a way. But for the most part, when it comes to, like, creators being cool with each other, I mean, they're people. Everybody gonna be cool with each other. That's how it goes.
Oh, we might have to put this on pause.
Oh no. What now?
Oh no. Apparently Adin wants to, or we can have the possibility of going on Adin's stream.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
I mean, we can do it. Do it. Y'all just gotta be prepared for, like, so now that I know what it was.
Is Dom having a Paul Pierce incident?
Yeah, now that I know what it was, y'all just gonna have to, and our community's gonna have to be aware of what that entails per se, because you're gonna get called some crazy stuff, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna see some messages.
Rain on me.
No, see some little messages, Chattertrons.
This past weekend, a lot of streamer beef. We already recapped that.
Yep.
This is stemming from a lot of past stuff. Talked about friendships online, and how they are versus the reality of the situation. XQC comments on Kai Cenat not purposefully ignoring Adin and his calls. Adin says, "We get it. People don't have to be buddy on the internet, or and be friends in real life. If people don't want to fuck with him, they don't want to fuck with him." Kai Cenat comes on the internet to clear all of this up, though, to just be counter the popular belief, to be counter what is being said.
First of all, I want to go ahead and say, nigga, I got nothing but respect for Adin. I ain't never have a problem with Adin. Adin is my brother. All because niggas don't see niggas streaming. and etc. don't mean I don't fuck with the nigga. Now, what it is. First of all, I want to go.
He goes on to say that one of the bigger reasons that he is so distant with them is that the communities come in between them. The communities come in between them. Now I want to play Adin's quick response to it and then, get into how this can happen.
Say as well.
Travis Scott just dropped an album.
That's what I was about to say as well. I mean, look, Liko, this is my whole take on this one. I agree with that. Unfortunately, like, Kai's community could be heavily moderated more than others, but I still see hate threads in Kai shit as well. Like, at the end of the day, but guys, a Twitter community should not represent a streamer. When I had the active 100,000 member community, I couldn't control it. You guys can control it. Look what happened when I deleted it. You guys made like 30 other ones with like 30K members in like a day. You understand? So like, it's the same shit when like Max and Jason came at me for the thing. Obviously, it's all cleared up now. You cannot control one bad apple in the basket.
His whole point is that as a streamer, you can't control what's going on with your community at large. And I want to get y'all's perspective on that because I personally agree with the first portion, but we can circle back to that in a second. Do you as a content creator feel as if you have control over your community at large?
We just did this stream. We saw in like slurs being said in chat and put it in members mode. And I know like it'd be a little bit different for them, but put it on slow mode. Yes, you can moderate your online community. Now on Twitter, is that a little bit harder? And maybe are we speaking from a place of people who don't have like 30,000, member communities to deal with? Possibly. But yeah, you can definitely control your community.
You can control it at the beginning. What you can't do is do one thing or act one type of way to build your community. And then when you want to pivot, you can't be mad that the community isn't reflecting the pivot you want to make. That's where it gets whacked to me. You did all this rage baiting, racist ass content, gay ass jokes, all this dumb shit. You did all these things. But then now 3 years later, 4 years later, 5 years later, you want to make the switch for the brand. You want to be this different level of streamer. You can't be mad that your community is full of niggas calling niggas monkeys and baboons. You can't be mad that you have a toxic community. You can't be toxic to build your community and then get mad when your community is a bunch of toxic niggas. It just doesn't work like that.
I see what. Oh, go ahead.
Go
ahead. Because I got a lot off. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just gonna say more of the same. Yeah, I don't think even what Adin said is complete BS in this situation of he can't control Twitter communities. I'll even go there. Asking that brother to control a made-up Twitter fan page. What is he supposed to do? But it's like the chicken came before the egg came before the chicken, whatever analogy you want to go with. You can't be like the origin story of the community that you can't control. And I think that's the issue here. So it's kind of just started because of that.
The thing that I will say in this conversation is I do believe you can have control over your community and your image and your reputation and all that. Not saying that like it's definitely harder once you have it started one way and then you try to switch. That's perfectly fine. But there is a way that it can't control it, right? With that being said, though, this is where I would have to agree with him. I think that this is a larger conversation about the entirety of, the community and stuff like that. This is a streaming community WL problem, right? This is something that exists all on that side of the internet. He's right. Granted, I think the stuff that Adin and them do is over the top. Like the videos of Cuff from this weekend, we'll probably dive into it. That's fine. But with that being said, this stuff still exists on, and we're just going to divide it the Twitch side of things. The same. Some of the stuff that happens on the Kick side of things is some of the stuff that happens on the Twitch side of things. And I think it's really as simple as that. How do they fix it? I don't know.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know how you fix it.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
Now, another point of conversation. Kai also voiced his displeasure about how Cuffham and Cheezer, Adin Ross's friends, were talking about Kai Cenat or doing different things about Kai Cenat, making content about him.
But the people around you don't fuck with me.
Okay.
You picking up what I'm putting out? So I say Adin.
I do.
On a real life.
He mentioned on the call Cuffham and Cheezer and shit. He did. You know, he's like, Cuffham, I'll see clips of Cuffham and I'll doing this, and Cheezer and this. So like I get where he's coming from because I've seen clips. I've seen it, and you guys remember that one clip at the warehouse and Cuffham is straight there just pressing about Kai. I mean, like I know Cuffham trolls and shit like that. I get it, but from his POV, he doesn't understand. So I get Cuffham's POV. I get Kai's POV, but that's just how Cuffham plays.
On a
okay, probably not too much there.
That's a horrible cop out.
Okay, well there we go.
You can't. Yeah, this is another. I don't want to be like a revolving door here. I know I'm probably gonna get skooked for the lack of opinions in this podcast, but like he can't. Again, he can't control what another grown man does, even if that's his friend. However, that's more than justified reason for someone from the outside looking in to think you don't rock with you. If one day I pull up to the pod, you, B Souls, and Damo are laughing all the time at jokes I don't understand, and then anytime I say something, it's like a weird pose or weird vibe going on, and then I log off the podcast, and then Damo has a video saying "fuck TSOH." I have every right to then think, oh, B Souls might also not fuck with TSOH today. So
I just don't. It's just a lame cop out to say. I mean, that's just how he jokes. Like that's just his sense of humor. Like, bro, take accountability. The nigga is an asshole. He says dumb shit about Kai. Kai don't like it. Just leave it there. Don't make excuses for these niggas. That's the problem. Making excuses for the behavior is not accountability. I know he might have called you a wet monkey baboon Twitch slave, but
we didn't say that.
That's just how he jokes, gang. He basically, that's not too far off. That's just jokes, gang. I know Cheezer is a white guy that definitely called you the N-word, but that's just how Cheezer jokes, gang. That's bad. That's almost on the lines of, he only humps when he drinks. He only get the air humping when he drinks, right? Like it's his personal record. He can handle his liquor. That's on the same lines of that. And we were up here like, nah, look, you're fucking weird. So Adin, you're also weird.
Weirdo. No, I'm kidding.
Last two things from this incident. Along the lines of caping for friends and giving a lot of bail for friends, there was an incident where Kai shared the fact that Adin's manager called Kai and called him nigga for 10 minutes straight, not 10 minutes straight, but just minutes straight at 4 a.m. And this is how this interaction went.
That from Nike to McDonald's. Tav is a white man, by the way. He proceeds to say, from Nike to McDonald's, but bro, keep it real, bro. Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? He on my phone calling me the N-word at 4 a.m. in the fucking morning. You supposed to be a nigga manager and you, what's up with you? The nigga on my phone, 4 a.m., calling me about a fucking McDonald's commercial saying, nigga, really a chicken Big Mac, nigga?
And I don't think there's truly anything to say there, but Adin calls him and asks him, did he do it? Apparently these are just based off of the reports of the community. He's not going to let him go. Again, that's community reports. Probably one of the biggest things to come out of this, though, the actual numbers of the deal on Kick. Kai talks about why he ultimately did not end up going to Kick, and then he also talks about the decision making, because that's where a lot of the community is splitting the two creators apart at, right? There's a Kick side, there's a Twitch side. There might be some disinformation about Kai based on him not going to Kick. There might be some disinformation on Adin because he's not going to Twitch. Disinformation on both sides, which prompted Kai to respond. And he explained all money ain't good money, blah, 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 blah. Adin gives us insight as to what that really is, though. What that means, all money and good money, because he talks about the numbers. And I believe these to be true over Kick Champs throwing out some random number.
So I get what he's saying right here. I get what he's saying. I just remember this conversation. I'll never forget this convo I had with Eddie. Eddie says to me, Adin, I have like $140 million for you, Speed, and Kai. You get this shit done, you guys, 140 M's for you guys for the first year. If this shit works, we'll re-sign you guys. And that's no gambling, by the way. That was no gambling. If someone did the math on that, 140 divided by 3, I don't fucking know what that is. And that's no gambling, I swear. No. So I get what he's saying right here. I get what
he goes on in another clip to say it's like 140. Well, he goes on to say $50 million a piece and equity. Equity in the
strong, man. Kai must be making a shit ton of
y'all
money.
Y'all have the
all money ain't good money.
What y'all do for $1 million, 140 and equity. Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, man.
I think though, and this is, part of my opinion, looking at the landscape of different things. You turn down that money today, and they've even talked about it because Neon left, but you turn down that money today to say in the future I can get more. It was part of the reason that Rage left. He talked about it when he dropped his video responses about why he left the platform, et cetera, but you turn it down today because the thought is that,
oh wow, I don't know what just happened.
Okay.
They both got
the W thoughts. W, nice. Great story.
Nice.
What?
That's Playback's way of letting us know, hey man, wrap it up.
Did I log out?
What happens when y'all go? It's what happens when y'all go
It
fast.
randomly happens. It randomly happens.
And we started late. I give y'all some grace. That's what happened.
What's it called? Wow. The thought is I'm not gonna get that T-Mobile sponsorship for my streamer university if I'm on a Kick, and I don't know the validity to that. I think that a lot of the people find the platform to be like the edgelord platform. You can say what you want. You're just not gonna get these deals. It's just about, are you trading off this money for that money? You might not ever get this sponsorship advertisement money. You might not get the deal with the NBA, with McDonald's. You might not get your chicken Big Mac. You might not get all that if you are signed to a Kick.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I believe that, and maybe this is why I'm holding myself back. If someone offered me 50 mil to stream for a year, and it's just on some stream these hours and you get this money, I'm pulling a Bruce. No cap. And I'm out of here. Give me 50 mil. I'm gonna try to invest it. I'm gonna try to do whatever. I'm out of here. Sayonara. I appreciate y'all, man. My time is up.
I'm also starting a record label. Let's put some rappers
Big
on.
42 is dead ass a record label now.
Big 42 is real. I'm gonna have a little group of rappers, and I'm chilling. What 50 M and equity? Come on, gang.
Besides, I know that you're tapped into all this, but what it's looking like is that a lot of people are leaving Kick to go to Twitch because they see it as the safer, more mainstream platform. I mean, you kind of just let us know that you would take the deal, but do you think that this streaming war is over? YouTube is kind of bowed out. Rumble maybe was never in it. TikTok Live, as we've been experimenting, has been very helpful. But now with all these people leaving Kick, it's all these people going on Twitch and all these big things happening on Twitch, it seems like Twitch is won. So do you think that the streaming war is over?
Yeah, I was about to say, Damo, if you can leave and join back. It's frozen on YouTube side for some reason.
Yeah, you're not frozen on us, but
yeah. To answer your question, I actually do think it's over, but I don't necessarily think Kick is dead. I think like you made a point in your video about like Kick dying or the war being over. I actually have to give props to Kick in this regard. Like, they have super exceeded my expectations in terms of being a platform not relying on like Adin and friends. Because I believe right now there's actually more Spanish streamers on Kick than on Twitch now. So they have truly dominated the Spanish market. And if you just go on their browsing section, a bunch of Spanish streamers. Like even on Kick, there's a not even on Kick, even on Playback. Like there's a couple like Spanish streamers that are extremely huge on Kick. Like it's just become Spanish people's home for streaming for some reason. But I do think like the streaming war is over in the sense of like YouTube isn't trying to really beat out Twitch in their own game. TikTok isn't either. Facebook has quit like a long time ago. So yeah, I do think it's over in that sense.
I think the war's probably cooked. And necessarily everybody, I think right now every company is going to be adopting streaming, adopting streamer like mentalities or platforms per se, and ways to appease the audience that likes streaming content. But I don't think in terms of trying to use English is hard, oh my god. But in terms of trying to surpass Twitch, I do think those days are over. I think YouTube's pretty comfortable where they're at. I think Twitch obviously is, and I think Kick low-key is as well. Kick has definitely still ways to grow. I don't think it's quite dead. The only thing that's probably dead with Kick is the idea of, and this is coming from a streamer that's still trying to, be the very best that no one ever was, is okay, maybe the Twitch didn't blow up because it doesn't have discoverability. Let me go to Kick. I think that ideology is dead for a lot of people. So because that movement and that ideology is dead for a lot of people, you're probably going to lose that level of traction per se. But in terms of a global sphere, especially with the Spanish stuff, I didn't even know that. Yeah, Kick's probably fine where it is right now. It's definitely lasted longer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be either a flash in the pan or the big next challenger, and it hasn't become the big next challenger, but it's definitely not a flash in the pan. So.
Yeah, I think just the idea of like trying to beat Twitch is dead. Like I think the name of the game now is just, hey, what's the use case for the product that you're building, and just build for that use case or build for that community. I think like Playback's trying to do that. YouTube is trying to do that. All these streaming platforms are trying to do that. It's no longer about trying to beat Twitch. It's just, hey, this is the market. This is where I fit in, and whatever market share that, like, I'm gonna try to increase it over time. Obviously, but like, I don't think people are trying to be number one anymore per se.
Yeah, I agree.
Kick ain't Rumble. I think that's just a decent way to put the ball on. I think Rumble is
the other guy. I'll admit it. But it
I'm looking at Rumble right now, Sage. All right. I mean, and let me say, I don't.
We're not speaking too much shit.
Again, this is. I know people want the opinions and stuff like that. This is where I just don't have the company's business model. I don't know what the strategy is, but maybe you can be supported by just a bunch of like, if I have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 streamers at one time streaming, and really I should be saying this in the thousands, but I have thousands of streamers streaming at 100 viewers a piece. That equates to the one streamer viewing to 100,000. Maybe that's the play. But I do think that Kick is established itself in its own lane. It's just about growing in that own lane. But I do think that it is a big blow that these content creators are deciding to go to a different platform, and the way that it's been divided by the community at large, and just the conversations that people are having. It looks like it is a either or type situation. You pick one and you promote it, period, full stop. That doesn't help in the conversation at all.
Yeah, because for better or worse, Kick has an even if it's not generally true, it has an identity. So because it has an identity or an enigma of, hey, you are a Kick streamer, hey, you're a Twitch streamer, hey, you're a YouTuber, because those are identities that are with those brands. The Kick identity and the Twitch identity have two identities that just clash instantly. They're just never going to be on the same thing, especially if it's come down to a thing like WL on either side, then you're really just one person or another person to like a person that doesn't know who you are.
Okay. Let's read these super chats and then get the hell out of here. I gotta pee again. Shouts out to Will you teach me?
He's on fire.
I love reading these. Why does 0.36% of America commit 50% of violent crime? I'm trying to figure out what I can and can't say. Colored males between 15 to 40 years is 3.6. If 10% of them are active, ... Is it culture or what? I don't know.
You're the one with the stats, man.
Yeah, you tell us.
You're the one with the dangerously accurate, great stats, man. You tell us.
Yeah, you tell us. Shouts out to Shinik for $2. Can the broke niggas talk again?
How do you turn it off, for real? I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh, there it
I
is.
don't know how you turned it on.
Will you teach
Damn.
me? Send $2 more to say.
Runs you free.
Dang, he sent $2 more. I didn't see it, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
Himothy says for $1.99. Soul's trying to move his mouth to not laugh.
I was not laughing, y'all.
I mean, Chicken Big Mac it made it funny. I'll admit that, but that's about as far as I could go. Saying Chicken Big Mac is 10 times over as funny.
Big Bro reacts for $1.99. Says used to give the same cop out for Neon too. Hey,
Even his fans changing. Damn.
Shout out to Sona Meeson for $1.99. Says LKIB pivot incoming. Question.
No.
No.
Hey, 10:30 was me. No, it's me too.
We could go to kick, right?
Mm-mm,
For 50 million?
I was like, for
We can't
50
go- we
million.
can't-
50 mil.
Oh, 50. Wait, 50 million.
And equity?
And yeah. we all retiring, right, boys? Hey, y'all don't me, y'all don't three, because after
This
that,
will
we out
truly be a Yab session then.
swear to God.
No topics, no nothing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we do not.
No,
I
yeah, we not.
swear.
Once we get to,
I
we
am
not producing
not doing
nothing.
all that, dog. We are having a
Shit.
good. Hey, Dama, your dream of it being a stream? Welcome.
And we firing all the staff. Oh no.
Huh?
There y'all go.
No, everybody gone. We just streaming. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. We boot this bitch.
We not
up.
even working for YouTube.
What?
We
Yeah,
care
yo.
about profit over here. I don't know about these other companies. We care about profit. Okay.
Getting rid of the whole staff. Miso's put up. It's gonna be the same picture for the thumbnail.
The only
Maybe
thing
we'll
I
go
might.
with
The
it.
question is, do I still have
Reigns.
TSO Sage the separate YouTube channel? That's the real question. 50 million? I might do it.
So don't owe you nothing.
I might do it
Reigns.
for the love of the game. It'd be a
Shouts
better-
out to Soul Negro. Hey, that's when the YouTube shit. You just start throwing up
Yeah.
anything. Start
Don't give
throwing
a-
up any shit.
That's when you really do what you want to do.